to an hospital. We need nurses. Look after us. Got to look after ourselves. All the same. Who's smoking there?
Fire! Quick, come on! Downstairs, everyone! And help out the blinds. They're on the ground floor. Quick as you can, but mind the stairs. All right, Bill?
Going down now. Where's your cellar?
She's down. Hurry up! Now, the smoke's thickening.
Here comes another.
Who's that?
He's out. Now get him away. Here's another.
Wakey, wakey. Rise and shine. That's right. I thought I could hear you.
Oh, my head.
You had an accident, mate. That's what you had.
My hands. What the hell's tied them up?
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Now, tell me where I am. Why am I tied up?
Well, you see, you know there was a bit of a shindig up at the university yesterday morning.
Yes, I saw that.
Well, after we'd scarpered, that bloke Coker that was doing all the talking, like, got real nasty. He said you'd have to take what was coming to you.
What?
Well, we met up with a couple of other fellas. They could see, and they fixed it all up between them.
Fixed what?
The fire. He's a lad, that Coker is. You can't help laughing.
You mean the fire was faked?
Well, of course it was. They rigged up a tripwire, see, lit a lot of paper and stuff in the hall, and started in ding-donging the bell. Well, as soon as you come downstairs, over you went, bang went Coker with a cosh, and we put you on the lorry. It was dead easy.
Where are we?
Oh, we're in an hotel, the Talisman. It's a posh one, too. It's got a palm tree in the hall. I know that because I walked into it. You can't help laughing, can you?
I can.
Oh, you don't want to take it like that, mate.
And how many of us did you get?
Well, a couple of dozen, but 6 of them was blind.
And what are you going to do with us, eh?
Get organised, I suppose. Oh, hello, is this Coker?
Yes, it's Coker.
Good morning, Captain. All correct.
Come on in, Mac. Now, stand there.
Right.
What's your name?
Mason.
All right, Mason. Now, let's have your hands, and don't try anything when they're untied.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'll tell you in a minute. If you won't help other people, you've got to be made to. Mac?
Hello.
Handcuffs.
Yes, all right. Shut up.
That'll give you a bit more freedom.
A bit.
All you'll need. Now, let's have the chain, Mac.
Here, I'll put the strap with my leg wrist.
Good. Now, get just this side of him. That's it. Now, the chain through his arm.
Look at
Like that. Mm-hmm. Hold still. Alf.
I've got
Alf, yes,
Yeah?
come on. On this side, and the strap round your wrist. There.
It's like a sort of shotgun wedding, isn't it?
Now, Mason, I want you to look at this street plan. You're going to take these 2 and 50 others, and you're going to go by truck to your area. Once there, you will find them accommodation and lead them to supplies. There'll be others working to right and left of you, so stay in your boundaries.
How am I supposed to help anyone tied up like this?
You'll manage. Now, look, here's your area. Maida Vale to Fitzjohn's Avenue. It's no farther in than Swiss Cottage, but you can go as far out as you like. Oh, and I shouldn't let them get hungry if I were you. Some of them are tough.
Aye, and some of them have knives, mister. Like me.
I'll be out to check up on where you are. But otherwise, you'll be on your own till someone turns up to straighten out all this mess.
If they come.
They'll come. You'll probably get a medal for your noble work.
Yeah.
All right?
One thing.
Yes?
Did you get a girl called Josella Playton in your raid?
I think so.
Where have you sent her?
Westminster.
That lot won't find much grub, will they? Not in the Houses of Parliament, will they?
Well, don't try wandering off to find her.
He'll know.
I believe you. Lead them down to the street. There's trucks waiting.
Aye. And the best of luck to us.
All right.
6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Now, we'd better go in first and have a look round on our own.
Wait where you are, the lot of you.
Wait there, all of you.
One more step into the hall.
Yeah. There. Hotel, is it?
Yeah.
Ah, any palm trees?
No, it's a step down from that.
Oh.
Seems empty.
Well, what's the drill then?
Bring them in 4 at a time, hands on shoulders, and then find them somewhere to sleep.
Right. The first 4 of yous, come on.
Come on, the first 4.
6 steps, remember.
Yeah.
1, 2,
2,
3, 4.
1, 2, 3, and turn. There. It's funny. I never thought what it'd be like kipping down all strung together.
There's a lot of things you never thought of.
Oh, shut up.
No, he's right, mate. It's going to be difficult.
Aye, and it'll be more difficult if your man here shoves off and leaves us in the dark.
Oh.
I never said I'd do that.
I bet you would if you could.
And I don't blame you, mate, either.
But I'll carve you if you try.
I'm not much use to your dead.
Oh, you'll not be dead, man. Just carved.
Oh, look, come on. Let's change the subject, eh? What are we going to do tomorrow?
Forage for food.
Ah, and the next day?
Eat it. And then we can sit back cosy. Fair lapping it up, eh?
So we run out.
Oh, something will turn up, don't you worry.
Is anyone there?
Who's that?
Oh, it sounds like the little kid they call Lucy. What do you want, darling?
The man who can see.
I'm here.
Can you come up, please? There's something wrong.
What is it?
Some of the people are ill. They're very hot, and they've got dreadful pains. I think they've got something bad.
Yes, all right, I'll come.
Oh, something will turn up. Don't you worry, Mac. It has.
That was the 3rd episode of Giles Cooper's dramatisation of The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. Listen to the next episode of John Powell's production of The Day of the Triffids, Dead End. From London, we present The Day of the Triffids, John Wyndham's famous science fiction story, dramatised by Giles Cooper.
Is anyone there?
Who's that?
It sounds like the kid they call Lucy. What do you want, darling?
The man who can see.
I'm here.
Can you come up, please? There's something wrong.
What is it?
Well, some of the people are ill. They're hot, and they've got dreadful pains. I think they've got something bad.
The Day of the Triffids, Episode 4, Dead End.
By next morning, the 2 men who'd been taken sick in the night were dead. 3 more of the group were ill. I made them as comfortable as I could, and we set out to find food. I led the party, still chained to Mac and Alf, who were blind, and the rest followed us, their hands on each other's shoulders.
Right, left. Pick 'em up, come on. Where are we, Gav?
In a side street running downhill. There should be shops at the bottom.
Well, one of them about like lost souls.
What do you expect? If you let me loose, I could drive round till I found a good place. Pick you all up in a truck, bring you along to do the loading. This way's bound to be slow.
Well, he's got something there, you know.
Aye, an easy getaway.
Well, I wouldn't blame him if he did.
Look, suppose I give you my word.
There's no man's word worth tuppence. We're in the jungle now.
Come on, pick up the step. Look on. Left, right, left.
We're coming to a corner. Get ready to turn left.
Right, when you say.
Stop!
Stop. Oh, come on, give us a bit of warning.
Now, shut up. There's a group loading a truck about 100 yards away.
You're outside the area.
No, they aren't our lot. Man in charge is carrying a rifle. He's seen us.
Down, everyone! Down on the ground!
Get down, Mac!
What is it? What's happened?
Mac's been hit. He's had it.
The rest of you turn back and go up the hill.
What's happening?
He's coming towards us.
Well, come on, let's run for it.
No, wait a minute. I've got to get rid of Mac.
Well,
There. Now, this way. Come on. In here.
where are we?
It's a garden.
Oh.
Now, keep down.
He'll shoot us.
No, he won't. He only wants me. Where's the key to these handcuffs?
In my pocket.
Let's have it.
No, come on.
I'd crack your skull with this chain.
All right, here you are.
Good. Now keep quiet.
What's happening?
He took a look at Mac lying in the middle of the road. Probably thinks Mac was the one I could see. Now he's following the others up the hill. Come on.
What?
Take my arm, we'll follow him.
Well, he's here.
If he thinks we're blind, he won't take any notice. Come on.
Oh, all right, you're the boss. But keep telling me what's up, eh? I am blind, remember?
All right. Up. Through the bushes.
Yeah.
Steady. Right, we're in the street. He's about 50 yards ahead of us. The others are 50 yards in front of him, on both sides of the road, creeping along. He's not overtaking them. Wants to see where they're going.
So as he can pinch our supplies, I suppose.
Yeah, something like that. Hello.
What is it?
One of our chaps is ill.
Who?
Well, he's staggering, holding his stomach. He's fallen. Come on, keep going.
Right.
The chap with the rifle stopped. He's looking at him.
He's shooting at us again.
No, it's not at us. He shot the sick man. Now he's coming back.
Yeah.
Just keep going. He's gone past. Now, come on, we've got to get back to the hotel before the others get split up.
You mean to tell me you're not going to leave us?
Oh, come on.
Up you go, chump. That's it. Follow him on. That's right. Now the next one. That's it. Oh, is that the lot then?
Yep, that's it. Tailboard up.
Right. There. Oh, I'm getting quite handy at this. Nothing like practice, is there?
Come on.
No, let me see if I can get back to the cab on my own, eh? That's the rear wheel. Petrol tank. Step. That's it. I'm there. Well, how many have we got with us today?
15.
And 12 women left behind. That's 27. Plus 4 sick makes 31.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we was 53 4 days ago.
It seems longer than that.
Bill?
Hmm?
What do you reckon it is they're all getting then?
I don't know. It's come on too quickly for typhoid. Could be plague. I don't know.
Looks like solving most of our problems anyway.
You're a real optimist, Alf.
I've got to keep cheerful, haven't I? What are we going to try for today?
Tin milk, biscuits, candles and paraffin.
Paraffin? We got 40 gallons of that yesterday.
We need more, much more.
Why?
No time to dig.
Oh, that, yeah. Not that it makes much difference what you do. It's more of a taste than a smell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, start her up. I'm getting morbid. Where are we going, anyway?
Up towards the heath. Haven't tried that yet.
Ugh, there's not much improvement up here, is there?
No. They're even more dead. More than in most places.
Oh?
Come on down.
Right.
Where are we?
There we are. Right. Okay.
Mind the curb.
Yeah.
That's it.
Is the shop okay?
Seems to be.
Hang on there in the back and I'll open up.
Right. Someone's been in here before, but they haven't taken much.
Yeah.
Not steady.
Ooh, the ham's gone off anyway.
Yeah. You're by the cold meat counter.
Oh.
Stay there, I'll see what's in the bag.
All right. Bill? Bill?
Yeah?
Bill?
Triffids attacking the truck.
Triffids? Oh.
Run, Papa, run for it! Come on, quick! Towards my voice!
Quick, over here.
Into the shop!
This way.
Find the window! Gurney, Bradshaw, Williams.
Yep.
Foster, Barlow,
Yep.
Travers, Kendicott, Dean, Forbes, Smith.
Yeah.
That's the lot.
You didn't call my name.
Sorry, Lucy. Are there any more women upstairs?
Not now.
Down to 7 of us, isn't it?
It's my fault.
Well, how'd you make that out?
I should have known there'd be Triffids on the heath. I ought to have taken a gun up with me.
You can't think of everything, mate. Anyway, the Triffids only got 8 of us. You know what's taken the others.
Yes, I know. Does anyone want anything? Otherwise, I'll go to bed.
No, we're okay.
That's funny. The clocks still go on.
Oh. Well, the ones that's worked by clockwork will, wouldn't they? Till they all run down, of course.
Hello? Anyone there?
What? Oh, hello, Bill. You woke up then?
What was that just struck?
I don't know. Must be about 8 o'clock.
Where's everyone?
I cleared off.
What?
Well, that little girl took ill in the night, you know, Lucy, and the others panicked a bit. They said the place was unhealthy and pushed off to find somewhere else.
How is she now?
She died about 2 o'clock.
Why didn't you wake me up?
We tried to, but you was out for the count, weren't you? There wasn't anything you could have done anyway.
All the same, I hate to think of her being alone.
Well, I was there.
Why were you?
'Cause I hadn't gone.
I know, but why not? I mean, it's unhealthy here.
Well, I think everywhere's unhealthy, didn't you? Anyway, didn't seem right to push off without saying. So, what do we do now?
We'll have some breakfast and then make for Westminster.
And there we're going to try and find your girlfriend, right?
Dead right.
You don't half have a funny way of putting things sometimes. Where are we now?
Vauxhall Bridge Road, outside a cinema.
They used to have buses here.
Used to have people, too.
All empty, is it?
Oh, I wonder what she'd have done. Same as us, I dare say. Found a hotel to use as a base.
Well, I remember there's a big one by the station, isn't there?
Yeah, that's right. Let's try that first.
Are there all buses still in front of the station?
Yeah. I'm just passing the entrance.
The train standing at platform 9 is the 0900 for Paris and the
Here's the hotel. There's a woman outside.
Oh, is it your girlfriend?
No, it's an old woman.
Oh.
I'll go and talk to her. You stay here.
All right.
Keep away. These tins are my tins. These tins are my tins. These tins are my tins.
Yeah, I shouldn't bother with that one, love. It's coffee. Here, have some baked beans. Wait a minute, I'll open it for
Give
you.
me the tin. Give it. Give it.
Were you with a party?
Give me the tin.
Yeah, tell me first. Were you with a party?
Yes.
Led by a girl?
Give me the
In a
tin.
moment. Was there a girl who could see?
Yes.
Well, what happened to her?
They all got ill and died, and then she went away.
Yeah?
She wanted to take me, but I wouldn't go. What's the point?
When did this happen?
Yesterday. Give me the tin.
Is that all you know?
Yes, the tin.
Here you are. I've opened it. What's the matter?
Bess, go away, go away. Oh, and I was hungry. Now, I don't want anything. girl was a good girl. She stayed with us. Now, go.
Well, this is where we came in, the university.
Anyone about?
Not by the look of it. There's only one truck left.
Well, maybe the ones we didn't catch pushed off.
Yeah, looks like it. Just a moment, there's something written on the main door. I can't see it from here.
Hey, watch out for the Triffids.
Yeah, I'll take the Triffid gun. No, I won't, though. Take the revolver. There's someone coming.
What?
Stay there.
Well, don't go too far.
Stand still. Put your hands up. Oh, it's Mr. Coker.
Yes, it's me. Don't worry, I'm not armed.
And what are you after? Another little party?
No, I've had enough. They all died.
So did mine.
Still, we tried.
Yeah, the wrong way.
Yes, but it seemed right, to me at any rate. I didn't realize then that the whole world must be like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, think of New York.
Well, what are you going to do now?
Oh, go after the others and eat humble pie, I suppose. Have you seen the address they left behind?
No, I was on my way to look at it.
There's Tinchum Manor, Tinchum, near Devizes.
Devizes? We won't get there tonight.
No. I was going to bed down here and move in the morning.
OK, if you take that truck, I'll take the car.
Well, couldn't we take the truck alone?
No, I've got a passenger.
Alf? Alf? Here's your old friend Coker.
Alf?
He's gone to sleep. Oh, wake up, Alf.
I'm not asleep.
What is it?
Keep away from me, though. Where's Bill?
Here.
I've gone and got it now.
Oh, come on, Alf.
Don't try and move me. Just keep clear, eh? I'll be dead by the morning, won't I? Oh, it's a good thing, too. After all that trouble to stay alive, eh? Can I have a drink of water?
I'll get it.
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah?
Thanks, mate, for all you done. I hope you find your girlfriend all right.
Yeah, thanks. OK, we'll take one truck. We'll start at dawn.
We're just about there. We made good time, considering.
Yeah.
It should be on the other side of this wall. Oh, it's a stately home by the look of it.
I'll turn in here.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
What's this, a hold-up?
Stay where you are.
Is this Tinchum Manor?
Where do you come from and how many of you are there?
Just the two of us. We've come from London.
What's in the truck?
Supplies.
All right, go on. You'd better report to Miss Durrant. She's in the dining hall.
Where's Michael Beadley?
I don't know. Miss Durrant's in charge. Report to her.
Right. Miss Durrant?
Who's she?
Think I remember her.
Huh?
She's a bit grim. Something's wrong if she's running things. Miss Durrant?
Yes?
I'm Bill Mason. We've just come from London. Can we have a word with you?
One moment.
Make the helpings larger. We don't want any left over.
Now, what is it?
Mr. Coker and I, we've just
Mr.
arrived.
Coker?
Yes.
Aren't you the man who led the raid on the university building?
Yes, I was.
Then I'd better tell you once and for all that we have no use for brutal methods in this community and no intention of tolerating them.
Where's Michael Beadley and all the others?
They decided to move on.
Oh, why?
Because we made it perfectly clear that some of us at any rate wish to preserve our moral standards.
Yes, but why should they move and not you? Surely you were the splinter group, they were the main body.
From a practical point of view, it was more suitable for them to move.
Why?
Oh, I really haven't got time to answer all these questions. If you wish to stay and help us, you can. If not, please go as soon as possible.
Well, who are all these people here? They didn't come from London, did they?
They're locals.
Are they all blind?
Yes.
How many can see?
There are 7 of us.
What about Miss Playton?
Who?
Josella Playton, is she here?
No, I don't think so. Well, there's Peggy down at the gate, 3 on duty here, 2 others on patrol, and that's all the ones who can see. But nobody called Josella.
Are they all girls here?
All the sighted ones, yes.
You mean all the men went with Beadley?
Naturally. With the lorries to be driven and the loading to be done, it was obviously right that they should be the ones to go.
Which is why you won't last 3 months.
I beg your pardon.
If that. You haven't got a clue. You're running this place on good intentions and hoping for the best. How are you going to feed all these people for a start?
We shall send parties into devices to collect supplies.
And the plague. You've got to keep away from the town.
There are plenty of village stores in the neighbourhood.
Enough to last you for a year?
Perhaps.
And the year after that? And the next year? What'll you do then? How'll you live in 10 years' time, even if the Triffids don't get you first?
We shall trust to Providence.
You do a damn sight better to start building some sort of flour mill. Now. The wheat will be ready for harvesting in a few weeks.
Well, I really...
Look, for heaven's sake, can't you see that you've got to change your whole way of thinking or go under?
I can assure you that we propose to think as we have always thought.
Fatal.
If you disagree with our ideas, you're welcome to go and join Mr. Beadley and his friends.
Yes, but where are they?
Do you wish to go too?
I wish to find Miss Playton.
Well, I don't remember seeing her with that
Look,
party.
for God's sake, where did they go?
I really couldn't say.
Oh, surely they left an address.
Well, if they did, I don't remember it.
Now, look, Miss
I
Dillon,
have an idea that it was in Dorset they were heading
Dorset,
for, somewhere in the Beminster direction. Now, if you will excuse me, there is a great deal to be done.
Well, thank you very much.
Shut the plates, please. Then some of the train girls can get busy washing them.
Well?
How far is Beminster?
Where are we?
Steeple Honey.
Where's that?
In Somerset.
Go on. We've come 50 miles now without seeing a living creature except a few sheep.
And a hell of a lot of Triffids.
Yeah, well, there are more and more of them.
You noticed too?
Why is it?
I've been wondering. I don't know.
Hi!
Hello.
Hi there!
Someone's here. Where is he? Can you see?
Yeah, look, over there in the pub. The upstairs window. Can you get down?
Coming now!
If he's alive, why aren't the others?
I know. Let's see if he can give us a drink.
Are you there?
Look out!
Get back inside!
No, Coker! Don't go near him! Leave him alone! Back to the truck!
Do you think he's dead?
Yes, he walked right into it.
Well, here come 2 more. Let's get out of here.
Good idea.
Almost as though it was waiting for him.
Yeah, almost.
But it couldn't have been, could it? I mean, they've got no intelligence. They're plants.
A friend of mine knew a lot about them, wasn't so sure. He thought they'd talk to each other.
Huh. Do you think so?
I don't know. He also said that sight was the only advantage mankind had over Triffids.
Yeah, but what would be the idea of killing people? They can't eat flesh.
If they wait long enough, they can drink it. Just like any other plant. Beminster welcomes careful drivers.
Well, let's hope somebody else does, too. Hell, what was that?
That character over there.
Stay where you are. Don't move.
What's the idea?
How many of you are there?
Only us two. We're harmless.
All right, you can get down.
Come on.
Come on, you others. All right. Coming.
Who are you, and where do you come from?
I'm Bill Mason. This is Jack Coker. We're from London.
Uh-huh. Well, my name's Stephen Brennell. I'm supposed to be a stockbroker. This is Vera Poole, girlfriend of mine.
Hello.
And, Sid Farrer. Hello.
How come you can see?
We were in a car smash and taken to the cottage hospital. When we came round next morning, we could see, but everyone else was blind.
You were lucky.
Yes. What brings you to these parts?
We're looking for a group led by a man called Michael Beadley. Have you seen them?
Afraid not. Not a sign.
And we've been all round 15 or 20 miles.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we've had it.
That bitch, Miss Durrant.
Yeah, sent us on a wild goose chase.
Look, why don't you come back to the manor with us? Then we can all put each other into our respective pictures.
Ah, that's a good idea. Thanks very much.
Then you see I've sighted a machine gun so that it fires from this window covering the drive and a mortar to deal with anybody beyond the shrubbery where we can't see them. Mm-hmm. And that takes care of this side of the house.
What's it all for?
Well, there's bound to be trouble sooner or later when stocks run low in the cities.
We've been expecting gangs out every day.
You haven't seen the cities. They're emptier than the countryside.
Do you mean nobody in them?
Yes, darling, that's what he means. What the hell do we do about it?
Can't we just stay here and wait?
No, we can't.
But all the same, if we don't stay here, where can we go?
My suggestion is Tinchum, where we've just come from.
God, why go back there?
Oh, I know, Bill. You've got that girl you're looking for, but for the rest of us, there's no point in staying here until our supplies run out.
Well, it'll be a long time before they do.
Yeah, but by then, we must be self-supporting.
There's some good farmland round these parts.
But there aren't enough of us to farm it.
Oh, we might make a go.
Look, it's not enough just to make a go. You've got to realize that this will last forever. That you've got to make entirely new lives.
I don't
Look,
quite
one
follow.
of the things that man must have if he is to progress is leisure. Time to learn, to study, to think, to experiment. Now, look, there are 6 of us here. We may get 1 or 2 more in, but that won't give us enough. It means that every single person will have to work all day just to keep himself alive.
Well, there's bags of machinery lying around.
But in a few years' time, there won't be any petrol or oil, and we'll have to find horses and breed from them and learn how to shoe them. And then later we'll have to learn how to smelt iron and make the horseshoes. When the candles give out, we will have to live in the dark unless we've discovered how to make fresh ones out of tallow.
Oh, candles are made of wax. I do know that.
And wax is made of paraffin. Now, look, we've got a chance to live on capital for a few years, and if we don't take the opportunity it gives us to learn, we shall become peasants. Our children will be savages, and theirs will be back in the Stone Age.
But how would it help us to go to Tinchum?
Well, there are more than 60 people there. Most of them are blind, but they can be trained to help. We'll be a society growing and developing itself instead of having nothing to look forward to. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, me too.
Miss Durrant will be delighted.
If she doesn't like it, she can go and trot off with a Triffid.
Have you had much trouble with Triffids here?
We certainly have.
Yes, when we were collecting weapons supply at Bovington, we picked up a couple of flamethrowers. One tickle with them, and they keep well away.
Yeah, just as well. You can shoot at them all day, and they don't mind, not any more than a tree would.
Oh, that's what they are.
Well, I know, but you sort of forget it when you see them sitting around waiting to take a smack at you.
There's half a dozen in every farmyard round here. They park themselves on the manure heaps.
Yes, I look forward to putting in a bit of flamethrower practice.
You really hate them, don't you?
Yes, I do. It's funny, isn't it? They used to be my livelihood. Now I'd like to wipe out a lot of them.
Well, there's one thing about Tinchum. It's more open up there. You can see for miles across the downs, and they can't creep up on you. And what's the matter, Bill?
South Downs. It's just something Gisela said.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah. When we were in London, talking about places to go, she said something about some friends of hers who lived on the Sussex Downs, near Pulborough. I bet that's where she is.
Unless...
Yes?
Oh, nothing.
I know. Unless she's caught the plague. Unless she's dead.
That was the 4th episode of Giles Cooper's dramatisation of The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. Listen to the next episode of John Powell's production of The Day of the Triffids, World Narrowing. From London, we present The Day of the Triffids, John Wyndham's famous science fiction story, Dramatised by Giles Cooper. The Day of the Triffids, Episode 5, World Narrowing.
The day after the others decided to go to Tinchum, I set out for Sussex to look for Gisela. That morning the weather broke and it was pouring with rain when I said goodbye to Coker and climbed into the lorry. The towns were drenched and deserted. The only life I saw, besides the occasional Triffid, were 2 blind ponies in the New Forest. After Rumsey, the sun came out, but it did nothing to cheer me up. The utter loneliness was beginning to get on my nerves. I even thought of turning round and going back to the others. But as I passed through a village north of Southampton, a little girl suddenly bounded out of one of the garden gates and came running up the road towards me, waving her arms.
Hello? Who are you?
I'm Susan. Will you come and help me, please?
Of course.
Hello.
Hello.
You alone?
Well, there's Tommy, but something's happened to him.
Yeah?
One of those things hit him. He's lying in the garden. Look. And the thing's still there.
Yes. Put your fingers in your ears.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot the top off it.
Is it dead now?
Yes.
Horrible thing.
Was Tommy your little brother?
Yes. He's only 6. He went out to play.
I'm afraid he's dead.
Poor Tommy.
Your mother and father anywhere?
They've gone. There was one morning and they couldn't see. And Dad went out for help. Then Mummy went to find him and didn't come back.
Oh, no, now, Susan, it's all right. Come on, love. You've been so brave.
I've been lonely. I thought nobody was coming. I was frightened.
I know. I've been frightened too and lonely. Now I'm not. Neither are you, eh? I'm going to look after you. You can come with me. Would you like that?
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
Good. Better?
Yes. Can we bury Tommy first, like the puppies?
Yes, of course.
I'll go and pick some flowers. Where are we going?
Well, we're going to find a farm near Pulborough.
What for?
I'm looking for a lady.
What sort of lady? Is she pretty?
Oh, yes.
Good. Here are the flowers.
Good.
Oh, dear.
Look, you don't want to worry too much about these things.
I wasn't. I said, oh, dear, because it's going to rain again.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we better hurry up then.
Yes.
Come on. This is Pulborough.
Where are the downs?
Over there.
Miles away.
Yes, I'd forgotten they were so far.
What should we do?
Well, the farmhouse she talked about was on the north side of the downs, so we should see it from here. Maybe smoke or something.
It's hard to see anything much in this rain.
I know, and it's getting dark.
Then we won't see anything at all.
A light, that's what we need. Come on.
Yes.
I'll put your Mac on. We'll see if we can bring up a really good spotlight. That's it. Down you go. Keep watching on the left and I'll swivel it over to the right.
Yes.
How's that, Susan?
It's like a searchlight.
Yeah. Now off.
Yes.
See if we get an answer. Just one single gleam of light. That'll tell me all I want to know. Now again. The left. Cross to the right. Back again. And right.
There!
What?
Switch it off! Switch it off! I saw something.
Where?
Right over on the left. There it is again, look.
Yes, you're right, Susan. You're right. Come on, back inside the truck.
Yes.
Up you go. Good girl.
Is it her?
It's got to be. Can you still see it?
Through the trees, just. You want to turn left somewhere?
I can't see a thing.
There, a signpost.
Yeah.
And the light's right ahead. There's someone standing by it. Is it her?
Yes, it is. Gisela!
Hello, Bill. You've been a long time.
Oh, Gisela, darling.
I never gave up hope.
You are getting wet, you silly. Why don't you kiss her indoors?
The farm at Pulborough belonged to a young couple, Dennis and Mary Brent, who were old friends of Gisela's. Mary's sister, Joyce, had been staying with them when it happened. All three were blind, and Gisela their only lifeline. That night we sat together in the farm kitchen over supper, and Gisela told me her story. Her group had all died too. She'd looked for me in Hampstead, and then at the university.
I didn't stay long when I saw that man Coker prowling about.
Well, Coker's
I
all
came
right.
straight down here.
He wouldn't have harmed you.
I didn't know that then.
Thank goodness you didn't. If you hadn't come quickly, it would have been the end of us.
Yes, we were all blind. Mary was having her baby, and the house was surrounded by Triffids.
How is the baby?
Fine.
Boy or girl?
A girl.
And it isn't blind.
So we've got 4 pairs of eyes. 2 grown-ups, 1 baby and me.
And 3 blind encumbrances.
Dennis.
No, Dennis. You're not encumbrances. You can't afford to be.
All right, but what happens next?
Exactly.
Well, next I shall go to bed. Tomorrow we'll sort out what needs doing. Still raining.
We needed it.
What for?
The vegetables.
Goodness. Oh, this is a comfortable bed.
Dennis and Mary were quite well off. They aren't now.
Better off than some.
Oh, yes. Is it terrible everywhere?
Everywhere except here.
Oh, Bill. Thank God you found me.
I was terrified you wouldn't be here.
And I was afraid you'd caught the plague and died. But you didn't. You haven't.
It's funny to think we're just at the beginning of our troubles.
Thank you. That's a charming thing for a girl to be told on her wedding night.
Darling, where are you going?
It's past milking time.
Huh? You've been doing all the milking.
So far. I'm trying to teach Joyce, but it's tricky. Hello?
It's only me. Isn't it a lovely day? Can I go out?
Yes, I suppose
Oh,
so.
good.
No, wait. Let's see how many Triffids there are sitting around. They tend to move nearer during the night. Yes. Look, there's one by the gate.
2 by the cowshed. Beastly things.
How'd you like to do something about them, Susan?
I'd love to.
Now, darling, she's too young to handle a shotgun.
What you needn't. We've got all that anti-Triffid gear. Masks, gauntlets and guns. Come on, Susan. The Triffid season has opened.
Two, 3, 4, 5 cups. How's that, Joe?
Fine, except one's right on the edge. Not anymore.
Hell, I can't even do that
Oh,
properly.
now, Joyce.
One step up and you're in the house.
All right, you can let go now. I know my way round in here.
Hello, darling.
How's it going, Bill?
All right, I suppose.
I sliced the tops off 40 Triffids today.
Dead eye, Susie.
There won't be many left soon.
They'll last for a bit, Mary. Tea ready?
Nearly, but we'll have to hurry. There's the cows to get in, milk, hens to round up, baby to bath.
I can do that.
Not yet, Susan.
Then there's the butter to make.
Well, that's something I can do.
The water to draw and 10 other things to do.
The tractor's bust.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Well, it doesn't go.
Well, they've got 2 across at Wright's farm, but it may mean getting diesel instead of petrol.
Pass some bread round, Susan.
Yes.
Is this the new batch?
Oh, you've used more soda.
Yes.
Jolly good.
Jolly sight nicer than what we used to have in the old days.
The old days? You mean 2 months ago, Susan?
Oh, it seemed like the old days. Do you know, with the 40 Triffids I bagged today, that makes my total 217.
And that's it? And still they come. I don't know.
What's the matter, Bill?
Just thinking.
I'll come with you tomorrow if you want tractor fuel.
No, I'm going on another trip tomorrow.
Coal?
I'm going over to Tinchum
Why?
to fetch back 2 trucks and their drivers.
What for?
To get us all out of here.
You mean you want us all to go over there?
That's right.
Oh, but I don't want to go away. I like it here.
So do I.
Besides, we've been making a pretty good go of it here.
We haven't, Joyce.
We have.
Look, we've been working our guts out to keep the place clear of Triffids and producing about 1/16 of what we eat. We're storing nothing. We've stocked no firewood for winter. We're getting nowhere. Look at Tinchum. It's a large community. We should do better. Besides, there's another reason. Joe.
It's a bit early to announce it, but I'm going to have a baby.
Joyce, how can you tell when it's turned to butter without being able to see?
I can feel it change.
You're all getting awfully good at things.
We learn. The sun's set, hasn't it?
Really? When will Uncle Bill be back?
Susan, for the 15th time, we don't know.
I only wonder.
And do try not to ask Giselle. It worries her.
It's all right, Joyce. I'm here. I was bringing in the eggs.
Sorry, there's some things I'm not good at yet.
Well, of course, he may decide to stay the night.
I dare say he will.
After all, it's a long way, and he won't want to travel in the dark.
Hey, listen.
What is it?
It's a car.
It's him!
Oh.
Look! Hooray!
I don't see the lorries. Go and open the gate, Susan.
Righto!
Hello, Susan.
Come on.
What have you been doing? Shooting Triffids all day?
Bill, darling. That's good you made it before dark.
Yeah. Hello, Dennis.
Hi, Bill. Good trip?
Well, I got along pretty fast.
What's wrong?
We won't be going to Tinchum after all. It's finished.
Finished?
They caught the plague by the look of it.
Oh, no.
Some must have got away because they took the trucks. Anyhow, there was nothing alive in sight except a few Triffids.
Then what do we do?
We stay here. We learn to support ourselves and go on supporting ourselves. For the rest of time, if necessary.
What are you writing, darling?
My diary?
Oh, are you going to be the Anglo-Saxon chronicler of our age?
Not likely. But we've got to keep a record of what we do and how we do it. Otherwise we won't learn from our mistakes. And my goodness, we're going to make some.
Depressed?
Oh, not really, but I've been trying to read up a bit about farming and animal management. The trouble is none of the writers seem to think anyone can be as ignorant as I am. They all start halfway through.
I know. It's the same with cooking and gardening. Still, I suppose we'll learn. How much ground are you going to fence off?
Well, about 100 acres with an inner fence to keep us out of stinging range of the Triffids.
Oh, that's going to take you a bit of time.
Yes, time is what we have a great deal of. All the time in the world. September the 24th. We've now completed the fences and all Triffids are now outside where they can stay. This means that Susan can now spend more time on farm work rather than in destroying Triffids. We've harvested 20 sacks of corn, which we've winnowed in a rather primitive manner. I must now find out how to grind flour, perhaps a windmill. I saw a covey of partridges today flying over the stubble, but had no gun.
The 12th of December. I am writing this because Bill was injured while trying to catch a horse. He's not badly hurt, but it will be several days before he is up and about. It's a nasty reminder of what might happen if one of us became seriously ill. We live on the edge of disaster, but I must say I feel very well, in spite of my ever-increasing size. Food stocks are as follows.
The 2nd of March. At 2 o'clock this morning, I delivered Josella's baby. She was wonderfully brave. None of the books were any good at all, but luckily it seemed fairly obvious what was supposed to happen at each stage. We called him David, and he weighs 6.5 pounds on the kitchen scales. Dennis and I leave for Brighton in the morning. We need nappies, a flamethrower, and sweets for Susan.
Feels like a good road. It is. Do you remember it? Through the downs, straight into Brighton. We just passed the turning to Lewis.
Today's a Saturday, isn't it, Bill?
I think so.
Think of the traffic there'd have been a year ago.
My goodness, yes. Now not a thing in sight. Hello. Yes, there is.
What's wrong?
About 50 yards ahead, there's a roadblock. Somebody's painted "Keep Out" in large letters right across it.
They've no right to do that. Are they firing at us?
Yes. Well, they weren't trying to hit us, or they'd have succeeded. All the same, we'll take that advice. Come on.
Where shall we go?
London.
You said it wasn't safe.
Safer than here. Well, we've got to get Susan's sweets.
We're better off than we were when we started.
Better off by David, at any rate.
Oh, and thousands of things. There's the mill and the animals, and the garden's really beginning to get organised.
Mm-hmm.
What do we drink for breakfast when there's no more tea or coffee?
Oh, beer.
Jolly good shows.
You, my girl, will go on drinking milks.
With... How will we make the beer?
Brew it from barley.
What's the lower field looking like now, Bill?
Pretty healthy. I've been thinking of pushing out the fence to extend it. By the way, who said there were more Triffids about?
Me.
You were right, Susan. I've never seen so many.
What are they doing?
Just rooted there, being Triffids. But more every day.
I wonder why.
Why? Do you think there's a special reason?
Of course there is. He brings them.
Susan, don't point.
Well, why should I bring them? Do you think I whistle to them in my sleep?
No. But you make most of the noises around the place, sawing and hammering, and they hear you.
Oh, nonsense, Susan. They're plants. They can't hear.
Look, Uncle Bill.
Well?
Do you across the valley?
Yes?
Fire your revolver out of the window.
What?
Just fire it in the air.
All right. Anything to oblige the young.
Now, tell them what you see.
Well, the Triffid stopped moving. It's swiveling on its roots.
What?
It's coming this way.
And it'll come on for about 10 minutes, then it will stop and listen. If it can hear the others by the fence clattering, it will keep coming on. But if it can't, it will turn off and go wherever it was going.
You've been watching them very closely.
I always watch them. I hate them.
She's right, you know, Bill.
Oh, look, they're plants they can't hear.
They do something so damn like it that only a biologist could tell the difference. Don't you remember how they broke loose and began crowding round the house the moment we all went blind?
Yes, they often did that in tropical countries.
But not here. Here they were under control and they never even tried to make trouble until things went wrong. But then they took advantage of it at once. Why?
I can remember them breaking out of their enclosures before.
But not all together.
Bill,
What?
how do they break out? You told me once.
Well, they just crowd up against a portion of the fence until the pressure breaks it down.
Their fence? Or ours?
July the 1st. At last we found what we were looking for. An RAOC depot containing flamethrowers and fuel. I brought back 4 today, and with Josella's help we destroyed about 500 Triffids. August the 10th. Busy harvesting. I've learned how to make a horseshoe, which the horse apparently considers wearable. Notes opposite. We set fire to several hundred Triffids on the northern wire in an early morning drive.
I am doing the diary because W. Mason Esquire and D. Brent Esquire have gone to London to fetch sulphuric acid from a chemical works in Romford and will not be back tonight. We are getting short of fuel for the flamethrowers and are going to try something else. It is October the 17th and my 11th birthday. Mary gave me a rug sheet knitting.
Where are we? Top end of Leicester Square. Hold tight! What is it? What's happening? I'm going to go flat out. You must tell me. Hold on. What is it? What the devil was it? A sign that we can't come here anymore. Farnham House crashed into the street behind us.
It was the vibration of the truck, I suppose.
Yes, and it'll happen again if we're not careful. This is our last visit to Piccadilly.
What does it look like now?
Better.
Oh.
As though it belonged to another race. Nothing to do with us. There's a sycamore growing out of a shop window. All the pavements are covered with green moss.
Oh.
You can't see the fountain for Willow Herb and Rocket.
Oh, gracious.
Let's leave it to the historians, Dennis, and go home.
Milking time already. Hello, darling. What time did you get back?
About midnight.
Did you get the stuff?
Mm-hmm, most of it. No.
It's only me. I'm going down to start milking.
Oh, how does she do it?
I'll be with you in a moment. Do you know that before I married a farmer, I never got up before 9 o'clock?
I used to stay in bed all morning before I married a farmer's wife.
Susan!
What's the matter?
Susan! Susan, what is it? What's the matter?
Oh, I can see. I thought I could.
Oh, darling, of course you can see.
Bill?
You're all right.
Bill, why is it dark downstairs?
Are the curtains drawn?
Yes, Mary, I drew them back before we went to bed. Bill, what is it?
I'll go and look.
How can it be dark on one floor and light on another?
Be careful, darling. Bill?
You can come down, Joe.
Stay here, everyone.
I'm coming too.
Oh, all right, come on.
Look at the windows.
Leaves.
Triffid leaves. Right up against them.
They've broken through the fence during the night.
They're all round the house.
They must want us very badly.
That was the 5th episode of Giles Cooper's dramatisation of The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. Listen to the next episode of John Powell's production of The Day of the Triffids, Strategic Withdrawal. From London, we present The Day of the Triffids, John Wyndham's famous science fiction story, dramatised by Giles Cooper.
Look at the windows.
Leaves.
Triffid leaves.
They've broken through the fence during the night.
They're all round the house.
They must want us very badly.
The Day of the Triffids, Episode 6, Strategic Withdrawal.
I'll have to get through there to get a flamethrower from the garage.
Yes. Here's your mask.
Thanks, darling.
Gauntlets?
Yeah.
Here.
Now look, keep everyone upstairs and shut the windows.
Left hand.
Right. Okay?
Yes. Go on, Susan. Yes.
Good. Here goes then. Shut the window! Oh!
Bill, are you hurt?
Bit of poison on the goggles, that's all. I've got the flamethrower.
Look out! Some of them are turning back. They're coming towards you.
Let them come. Here we go. Come on.
May the 20th. We've now been here for 4 years. There was a Triffid breakthrough this morning, the first since January, when we began spraying the perimeter with an arsenical solution. Either they've adapted themselves, or the recent heavy rain has diluted it. Dennis suggests we should electrify the fence at certain periods to stop them pressing up against it. We now have 5 beehives, and are hoping to make some mead for the winter evenings.
Ah, good. Thank you, darling.
All right.
Here are the logs, Joyce. Can you manage?
Yes, all right, I've got them.
Help her, Susan.
Okay.
Sit down, Bill. I'll bring you something to drink.
Thanks, John.
You didn't run the generator for long this evening, Bill.
Long enough. They're all cleared off.
They don't go as far now as they used to. They know that when it's not working, they're safe.
Perhaps we ought to run it more often.
Yeah? What on?
You short of petrol?
Yes, yes.
There used to be a place over by Henfield. Have you tried there?
Not yet, Dennis, no.
It was only an idea.
You don't seem to realise that soon there won't be any petrol to run the generator.
Here you are.
Thanks, Sonny.
I've been thinking about that. It should be possible to build a stockade of telegraph poles strong enough to keep anything out.
Yes, possible for who?
If you could get hold of a light crane, it would help.
Yes, if I had 10 arms, it'd help even more.
Bill.
I'd get fed up with everybody having brilliant ideas which only need me to sweat my guts out to put them into practice. Just now and again, I like to sit back and think for a change.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
What?
A change.
How do you mean?
Well, tomorrow we'll take the small truck and have a picnic by the sea.
Oh, look, I've got 1,000 things to do tomorrow.
Nothing more important than this. Susan can look after everything perfectly well.
Yes, of course I can.
You see?
All right. There are so many more birds.
And the sea must be full of fish. Nobody fishes anymore.
God, the south coast in August, think of it.
I think I prefer it like this.
I'm sorry about Dennis.
Yes. But he understood.
What, the worker's resentment of the intellectual?
More or less.
I never realized it was so easy to slip into. Too much hard work makes one stupid.
Stupid? Oh, we all depend on you.
And you, darling.
Here we are lying in the sun. We might be a lot worse off.
Yeah. You know, the last 5 years have been the happiest in my life.
Listen. What's that?
You're not...
No, listen.
It's a plane. Well, it can't be.
Wait. There it is. Look, there.
A helicopter.
Oh,
Well, wave something at all.
Yes,
Quick.
Hey!
Hey!
Hello!
A source!
It was silly shouting, really. He couldn't have heard.
Gone inland.
Where can he have come from?
I don't know, he seemed to be flying along the coast.
It may be someone from a family group like ours.
If they can service and fly a helicopter after all these years, they must be fairly well organised.
Well, it's no good assuming they would have helped us, even if they had seen us.
Yeah, but all the same, I mean, they might have put down here for a minute.
Darling, I know.
Come on, let's pack up and start for home. Nearly home, darling.
Yes. Bill, look, the farm.
What's the matter?
Well, there's a huge cloud of smoke.
Good God! The place is on fire!
And only Susan's there to fight it.
I told you we shouldn't have gone!
Hurry, hurry!
It's the woodpile. Why should the woodpile be on fire?
Susan, what's happened?
Joe, Bill, look over on the lawn. Look.
What?
It's a helicopter.
Yes.
Oh.
I lit the wood pile with a flamethrower as a signal.
Good girl.
Where's the pilot, Susan?
Here he is.
Hello. Mr. and Mrs. Mason, I presume.
That's right. Your name's... Ivan something.
Yes, Ivan Simpson.
Oh, yes, of course, the university. You brought in a helicopter that first day.
Yes, that's right.
Are you still with Michael Beadley's lot?
Yes, I've been telling your friends about it.
Oh, great. Let's go in and celebrate while you tell us too.
How's that then? Makes a change from the old mead.
Looks marvellous. Years since I've had some of this. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, go on.
Well, first of all, Michael told me that I was to be sure to start off with his apologies.
What, to me?
Well, you were the only one who saw any danger in the Triffids, and he didn't believe you.
There you are. Look, how did you know we were here?
Oh, we found out the rough location a few days ago from a man called Coker.
Coker? I thought he died from the plague at Tinchum.
No. No, he got away with some survivors.
Thank you,
They'd been down in Cornwall.
And you?
Yes.
Where did you go?
To the Isle of Wight.
Is that where you've come from today?
Yes, we wiped out all the Triffids on the island.
Good show.
Took a bit of time, of course, but the whole island's clear now, except for seeds blown over from the mainland. And we deal with those each spring.
We're about 300 strong now, with our headquarters in a country house near God's Hill.
It sounds a pretty busy life.
It is. There's plenty of room for helpers. You could be very useful.
Oh, I've learned to do a good many things in the last few years.
No, I don't mean farming. No, that's all looked after. But you're a biochemist, aren't you?
Well, a biologist with a little biochemistry.
It's too fine a distinction for me. No, the point is that Michael's tried to get some research going into a method of knocking off Triffids scientifically.
What, a selective killer?
Oh, something like that. And if we're ever going to extend, we've got to find one.
That's right.
The trouble is that the only people to work on it are a few who've forgotten even the biology they learnt at school. So what about it? Would you like to turn professor?
Bill. You know, there's nothing I'd like better.
Look, does this mean that you're inviting us all to your island haven?
On mutual approval.
What does that mean?
Look, the best thing is for you to come along and find out for yourselves how it all works.
Fair enough.
Bill, where are you?
Out here.
Oh. What are you doing?
Looking at the view. It's a lovely evening.
You've escaped quite an argument.
Yeah?
They've been hard at it ever since Ivan left.
What have they decided?
They'll come, but they don't want to.
Oh, surely they can see.
No, Bill, they can't. Quite literally, I mean. They can't see the Triffids in a thick hedge all round. And beyond that, the country's sinking back to marsh and forest.
No.
They still think of a tidy countryside with farms and lanes and fields and cottages. Besides, they know their way around the house. Must be awful having to move when you're blind.
Yes. Well, it's our home, too.
I know. Well, perhaps we could stay here a year or two longer. What do you think?
No. No point. And think of the children.
That's what made the others decide to leave.
You know, all the time I've been haunted by something Coker said years ago. The first-generation peasants. The next savages. That's what'll happen unless we admit defeat and go.
Well, not defeat, exactly.
Well, all right. Strategic withdrawal.
Yes.
How soon?
Well, let's see the summer out, We can live off stores and have a sort of holiday.
Right. Then in September we'll pack up, we'll drive down to Portsmouth, we'll flash a signal to the island and wait for a boat to pick us up.
You know, the last few years haven't been very easy. But I know I shall cry when we have to leave here.
Darling.
That's 20 sacks.
1 ton. Put up the tailboard.
Right. I'm sorry about this.
Why?
Well, if I hadn't burnt the wood pile yesterday, you wouldn't have had to come and get coal today.
Well, it's all in a good cause. Anyway, I shan't have to do it again.
No. Shall I like it in the Isle of Wight?
Oh, you'll love it.
Joe said I'd be going to school.
I hope so.
But I know everything now. I can milk and drive a tractor and harness a horse and shoot Triffids.
There are other things worth learning, Susan.
Oh, all right, if you say so. But I won't have to leave you, will I?
Oh, of course not, darling. You'll always stay with us. Now, come on. Let's get home and start our holiday.
Yes. I'll open the gate when we get there.
Yes, put your mask on.
Right. It'll be marvellous never having to wear these things when we get to the Isle of Wight, won't it?
Yes.
Look!
What's that?
We've got more visitors.
So we have.
What a funny car. What on earth is it? The top part looks like a sort of caravan.
There's no doubt about the bottom part. It's a tank. Well, we'll soon see who owns it.
This is my husband and Susan, our adopted daughter. Bill, this is a Mr. Torrance. He says he's some kind of an official from Brighton. These other gentlemen are with him.
How do you do, Mr. Mason?
Just a minute, haven't we met before?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, yes, we have, years ago. On the second day of the disaster, you tried to shoot me.
Oh, did I? Those were bad days. Shoot first and ask question afterwards, eh?
As times have improved, perhaps your friends would like to park their Sten guns outside.
They're all right here.
It's a man's best friend, you know, as they used to say in the army. The boys get attached to them. Check, boys?
Check.
Why did you want to see me?
Do you mind if I sit down?
No.
I understand, you're in charge here.
The place belongs to Mr. Brent, then.
But you're the organizer.
Oh, yes.
Good. I'm Commander Southeast Region.
What the hell is that?
It means that I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Emergency Council for Southeast Britain.
Never heard of it.
That's not surprising. We didn't know about you. We saw your fire yesterday.
Well, now that you do know, what about it?
When a group like yours is discovered, it's my job to investigate and assess it.
Assess it? Why?
In case adjustments have to be made. So you can take it, I'm here officially.
On behalf of an official council?
What else?
Or a self-elected one?
There has to be law and order. Well, here's my warrant, if you'd like to see it.
I'm blind.
I know. Right, Mr. Mason. This is a well-found place you have here.
That Mr. Brent has here.
Mr. Brent's only here because you made it possible for him to stay.
Yes, but it's his property.
It was.
Meaning what?
The state of society which gave sanction to his ownership no longer exists. All titles to property have ceased to be valid. Besides, Mr. Brent is blind and is therefore not competent to hold authority.
So shut your mouth, Blindy, and keep it shut.
All right. Now, your wife says there are 8 of you here. 5 adults, this girl and 2 small children. All of you are sighted except those 3 there. Check?
Correct.
Well, I have to alter that.
What?
It's disproportionate.
It happens to be the way we like it.
Oh, yes, I'm sure it is. But we've got to be realistic these days.
I don't quite see what we have to be realistic about.
I'll put you in the picture. Regional HQ, as you know, is in Brighton.
Oh, yes. We paid you a visit once and got a shot across our bows.
Oh. I dare say. We've had to discourage outsiders because of supplies. We've been living on the stocks we found there, plus what we've run in from other towns. But all that's falling out now. Roads are getting too bad. Petrol's running low. So we're beginning to disperse and live off the land.
Or in other words, having used up all your own supplies, you're starting to pinch other people.
Now, shut up, Dennis.
Well, it's barefaced robbery. They've no authority over us.
Shut up!
Bill!
Let me handle this.
Now, tell me your plan, Mr. Torrance.
Certainly. Now, you've got a good place here. Fully capable of supporting 2 units.
A unit being what?
1 sighted person to 10 blind plus any children. We shall allocate to you a further 17 blind persons, making 20 with the 3 you already have, and of course children.
Oh, 20 people can't live off this land. It's impossible.
It can be done. Of course, you'll command the double unit.
Well, supposing I don't want to.
Well, then we put someone else in. We can't afford waste in these times.
All the same, I still say the land can't do it.
It will. Mind you, you'll have to lower your standards. We'll all have to tighten our belts for a few years, but in the end, you get the payoff.
What do you mean?
Well, in 6 or 7 years' time, the children will have grown up a bit, and you'll have labour to expand with. Then you can relax. Just supervise. You'll be the head of a clan that's working for you. You'll have an inheritance to hand on to your sons.
Wait a minute. What you're really offering is a kind of feudal seigneury.
Yes, that's it. It's just the word. And with all the rights, if you know what I mean. It's the only practical way to work under present conditions.
Look, just what's the position of you and your council in all this?
Well, just what the monarch would be in a feudal system. We rule and control the armed forces.
Armed forces?
Well, they're raised as and when necessary by levies on the seigneuries.
I see.
As you call them. In return, you have the right to call on the council if you're attacked or if you have trouble from the workers.
I'd have thought a small police force was all you needed.
Yes, but we've got to think ahead. After all, every country in the world is in the same state.
Well,
one of them's going to be the first to get back on its feet. And that country will dominate all the others. Now, it's our duty to be that country. That's why we need an army.
Oh, no! We've lived through all this agony, and now the man proposes to start a war.
Look, we're getting a bit tired of you. You talk too much for a blindy.
I never said anything about a war. It'll simply be a question of pacifying and administering tribes that have reverted to lawlessness.
Unless they think of it first.
Which is why we've got to be prepared. Is it all clear, Mr. Mason?
yes, I think so. You expect the 3 of us here to be responsible for 20 blind people and a number of children?
2, not 3. Yourself and your wife.
What
Susan.
about Susan?
Sorry. The allocation is 10 per unit, and we can't make exceptions. We shall find work for her. At headquarters. So she's old enough to run a unit on her own.
Or with some chap.
But my wife and I regard her as our own
Sorry.
daughter.
We've got to stick to regulations.
Yes, of course.
What?
I'm sorry, Susan, but orders are orders.
Besides, you'll do all right at HQ. It's in the pavilion.
Bill, you promised.
Of course, we'd expect certain guarantees with regard to her education and so on.
Naturally.
There's a good deal to think about.
Yeah, of course.
You know, it'd be quite a relief in a way, not to be entirely on our own.
Yes, sure.
Well, I dare say you'd like to see round the place.
Yes.
We're rather proud of our anti-Triffid fence. Then we'll have a drink or two on the deal. How's that?
Fine, but we can't stay too late.
Oh, no, of course. Well, I'd better have a wash first. I'm covered with coals. Susan, start showing Mr. Torrance and his friends round the estate.
Me?
Yes.
No, I can't.
Do as I say.
All right. Come on.
Of course. We'll follow you. Come on, chaps. Right. Put your safety cases on.
All right.
I'll join you in a moment.
Yes, of course.
Bill,
What
how could you?
Quiet. Let them get well away from the door.
We can't do what they suggest.
Of course we can't.
Then why are you agreeing with them?
Precisely. We're not in a position to give a flat no to a proposition put up by 4 armed men.
Surely
are
we don't have to give them a hearty yes.
For the moment we must.
Why?
Now listen. When they leave tonight, they'll probably try to take Susan with them as a hostage. Now, this is what I want you to do.
Who's got an empty glass, Bill?
Mr. Torrance,
Was it mead or whiskey?
give him both.
Oh, I see. Right.
Here you are, Mr. Torrance.
They are? Oh, my God, what's that? Never you mind. You can't have too much of a good thing, can you, Captain?
No. I said I'm not driving tonight.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know, you're all right. You got a bit of sense, Bill. Some of these people don't have any.
You know what? Some places we go that don't want us. They tell us to go away. True to you, man. Remember, Lewis? Is what I mean. They told us to push off, and Lewis had told us.
Now, what did you do?
Lined them up against the cowship and shot the rotten lot.
Yeah, well, you got to be fair.
Come on, any more empty glasses?
Yeah, you got to show them who the masters are.
Put another record on, Blindy.
Can't live with all, John.
Everyone there? Already?
Yes.
Are they asleep? Flat out. Down you come.
Now, careful with the door. Let me do it, Joe. Okay.
Right, come on. The truck's in the garage. I left the doors open. Mary, Dennis, Joyce and Susan, get in the back.
Yes.
You've got the children.
Yes, Jean's asleep.
I'll keep her that way.
Shall I bring David in front?
Yes. Go on, I'll follow.
Mummy! Shh, David, darling. Come on. Up you go. Oh, is this the room?
Yes, stow it behind you. All right, in the back. Yes. Well, hold on tight. I'll have to crash the gate. Here we go. Oh, come on! The engine's cold. Come on, you brute. Now! We're through the gate.
Hold down, don't take any chances.
And we're past the Triffids.
Yes.
Oh,
What's the matter, Bill?
why have we stopped? Go on, go on.
It's all right. I want to see if they follow us.
Of course they'll follow us.
I don't think so. They're out of the house, climbing into the truck.
Oh, Bill, let's go.
No, wait. They've switched on the headlamps. Hello.
For heaven's sake, let's get away.
Listen. That's better.
What's happened?
There's 10 pounds of honey in the petrol tank. It'll never start.
Oh, look. The Triffids are swarming in.
Yes.
Oh.
Come on, let's get out of here. How's David?
Fine, Daddy.
And are you crying, Joe?
Crying?
Because we're leaving.
Oh. No, I've nothing to cry about. I've got all I want here.
Anyway, someday we'll come back.
We arrived at Portsmouth early in the morning, and by midday we were over here on the island. As you know, after the trial period, we decided to stay. And here we are. Michael Beadley soon had me set up in a makeshift laboratory, and at last I was able to start work on trying to develop a selective chemical killer which will really effectively wipe out the Triffids. And that's about it. Anyway, that's all from me. Gisela?
I've nothing to add, Bill.
Oh, bless you both. That was splendid.
Right.
Bill, you said that you'd go back.
We will, when we've beaten the Triffids.
There must be hundreds of thousands on the mainland by now.
And more every year.
Mm-hmm.
Torrance's seigneuries have had it already. The other communities won't last long.
So is there any hope at all?
I think so, yes.
Meaning you're really onto something?
We might be in a few years' time.
As long as that?
Oh, yes. There are lots of problems. But we're on the right road, I'm sure of that. And someday we'll go back across the water. Or our children will. Or their children. And the Triffids will have had their day.
That was the final episode of Giles Cooper's dramatisation of The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham. Gary Watson played Bill Mason and Barbara Shelley Gisela in John Powell's production of The Day of the Triffids. Special sound was by David Kane of the BBC Radiophonic Workshop.